First person, this is Dominique Hawkins. He's a sophomore on our team. He's from right down the road in Richmond, Kentucky. Next to him is Alex Poythress. He's a junior on our team. He's from Clarksville, Tennessee. Great neat thing about Alex is he's going to graduate college in 3 years. He's going to graduate in May. Next to him is Dakari Johnson. Dakari, can you raise your hand? All right, Dakari is a sophomore. He's from Brooklyn, New York. And were you at the school last year?
No.
You weren't here? Okay. And next to him is Aaron Harrison. He is a sophomore from Houston, Texas. He's the better looking of the two Harrison twins. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. My name's John Robick. I'm one of Coach Cal's assistant coaches. Our other players are going to different schools later on this afternoon. These guys were nice enough to get up early to come to your school today. They had team breakfast this morning at, 8:45 today. So right from breakfast they came here, and then when we're done here, they're going to get ready to go to their tutors and their classes. But these guys are going to deliver the message for you, and then after we're done, if we want to take some time to do some question and answers for the players, we'll do that, okay?
Hello, Cassidy Elementary. My name is Dominique Hawkins, and we are the University of Kentucky basketball team. We're excited to be here today, and we have a few things to say. First, I want to say it's hard to be a basketball player, just like it's hard to be a student sometimes. Have you heard of the word persistence? That means to keep going and keep trying. We're on the Kentucky basketball team in our persistence. We practice, we plan, we prepare, and we play. Without persistence, we wouldn't get very far.
My name is Alex Poythress, and I want to remind you not only to be persistent, stay motivated, and work hard, but also to have fun. Find a way to enjoy your studies. Look how awesome the school is. Have fun while you're here learning and working hard.
My name is Dakari Johnson, and I want to tell you to stay motivated. Figure out what motivates you and make that be what guides you to continue working. We are motivated by our common goal of winning basketball games. As students, you could be motivated by learning new things or wanting to go to college one day like us.
My name is Aaron Harrison, and I want to tell all of you all to work hard. Once you find that goal that is going to motivate you, you've got to be ready to work hard to achieve it. We work really hard on our team. We spend hours a day practicing, and we work very hard. Have a great year, Cassidy. We'll be rooting for you, and we hope you guys will be rooting for us too.
Good? Awesome. Good job, guys. Let me ask you kids or any of the faculty or staff here, does anybody have any questions for the players that you'd like to ask now? If you just want to go ahead. Who's the question for? Dominique, Alex, Dakari, or Aaron?
Any of them,
There
I
you
guess.
go.
How good would you say you are at soccer?
Has anybody ever played soccer here? Hey, wait a second. Dakari, stand up. He had to play goalie. Right?
I was a forward.
You were? Did you have any skills?
Now, soccer was my first sport.
It was?
Yeah.
Were you any good?
Yeah, I was pretty decent.
I'm going to ask your mom about that. Next question in the blue sweatshirt. You guys wrote these out already. Nice.
This one's for Aaron. How did you get to where you are?
Just working hard, and a lot of practice, and just a lot of hours.
When did you first start playing?
Probably when I was 6, maybe 5 or 6.
So that's true in any sport that you do. You got to start like at your age right now and keep working at it. Yes, young lady.
This is for any of them. How many hours a day do you guys practice?
5.
It's really like 2.5, 3 at the most.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, our practices aren't super long. These guys think that they're too long. We usually practice about 2.5 hours a day. We start practice 2 weeks from tomorrow is our first real practice. Bag in the hat.
Um,
You guys allowed to wear hats at school?
no. My teacher said I could wear it to this.
Oh, okay. Who's your teacher?
My teacher is Mrs. Kerr, and I have a question for any of them. How do you guys prepare for a big game or test?
How do you, okay, let's talk, well, Dominique, how do you prepare for a big game?
I usually just get focused on my music. I listen to my music, and then we go out for a pre-workout, like at least an hour before the game, get some shots up, and then go back in the locker room and get focused again and listen to coach talk about pre-game plan.
And Alex, the other part of the question was, how do you prepare for a big test in school?
You just study a lot, just make sure you go over the material so you remember.
And all these guys have tutors for their classes, and they have long days. They have a tutor for every class that they take to help them out. Young lady in the blue.
What motivates you guys to be a basketball player?
What motivates you, Dakari, to become a better basketball player?
Because one day, hopefully, I'll be in the NBA, so that's my goal. So every day, I just try to work my hardest to achieve that goal.
And the one thing about Dakari is that, how much weight have you lost in a year? Probably about what?
20.
He's lost about 20 pounds in a year, but he's running a lot better now. He can actually jump about that high right now. He used to be like this, but he's gotten bigger that way, and he's doing a really good job. Yes, young lady?
This is for anybody. Did you always want to be a basketball player?
Aaron.
No, I used to want to be a football player, honestly, because I grew up in Texas, so football is the biggest thing in Texas. So, but yeah, it got too hot outside, so I just gave it up.
Yes.
This is for any of them. What is your favorite subject in school?
Just go right down the line. What's your favorite class at UK?
Math.
Alex?
Math.
Dakari?
Communications.
Aaron?
Communication.
So 2 maths and 2 communications. And Alex, what's your degree going to be in MA?
Marketing.
Marketing, so he's in the School of Business. Any other ones in the green?
It's for any of them. Do you think it's going to college is important?
That's a pretty easy one. The question was, do you think going to college is important?
Yes, it's very important. I feel like in the future, if we're looking for a job, you'll be able to find a better job, and your family will be so proud of you, and everybody surrounding you will love you if you went to college.
Alex?
Yeah, y'all need something to fall back on if sports don't work out.
Good question. Couple more questions. Did you already ask one in the gray?
No.
Okay, it's your turn.
This is for any of them. Who inspired you to play basketball?
That's a great question. We'll start down at the end with Aaron. Is there a person, whether it's a player, a family member, friend that inspired you to play?
Probably my dad. He's always worked with me, and since I was 5 years old, he's been working with me and practicing with me. So,
Dakari?
Probably my uncle. When I was little, he would always take me and my cousin to all the tournaments he played in. So we would always go watch him and stuff like that. And that kind of grew on me.
Alex?
My mom, she was first one to put basketball in my hand. She was really young.
Could you hear him?
I said my mom, she was the first one to give me a basketball when I was real little.
Don?
This is my uncle. He was my first basketball coach, and after that, I just continued to love basketball.
But you played football. Did anybody else play a different sport, another sport also in high school? You played football.
I played football since my freshman year.
Wow.
Track and field.
Now I know you weren't. Now I know you weren't a sprinter.
This
That's called a shot put.
shot.
There you go. He didn't even know what he was throwing. 2 more questions. Right here in the Abercrombie.
What's the best piece? This is for any of them. What's the best piece of advice that you've ever given somebody?
Oh, great question. What grade are you guys in? What's the greatest piece of advice that you've given anybody else about anything, or sports, or school, or for school? We'll start with Dakari.
For school, just try to work your hardest, even though, you might not get the material right away. Just keep on asking questions to teachers, and just ask as many questions as you can.
Good one. Yes.
Do you guys take history, and if so, what's your favorite history subject?
Oh man. This could be a tough answer here. Does anybody like history? They don't like history. They were math and communication. That was a great question, though. Who hasn't asked a question? Anybody else? We're gonna ask 2 more questions. Go ahead in the blue.
How is basketball going for the team?
How are you guys? How is the team doing so far this year since we started school?
Going good.
I'll tell you what. Well, a little bit about our team, but we went on a trip to the Bahamas in August. So these guys have been practicing since late July. We were allowed to practice 10 days before we went to the Bahamas. So right now, what these guys are doing, they're really working on weightlifting, conditioning, and they play pickup basketball probably 5 times a week. Last question. Did you ask one yet?
Yes.
Under Armour?
Yes.
All right, I hope there's the Under Armour connection. Go ahead.
How many, like, I don't know.
Last question.
This is for anybody. How tall are you guys?
How tall? Dom? Wait, you want legitimate heights or you want them to lie?
Legit.
Okay. Legit?
6 feet.
5'11".
6'8".
That's close.
6'11".
Oh man. That's a lie.
I'm 6'6".
That's a lie too. He's 6'5".
No, I'm not.
But that's going to wrap it up for the questions, okay? Did any faculty or anybody have any questions?
Thank you all so much for coming.
You're very welcome.
The community service is huge, and we appreciate you guys giving back to our school and to our community, and we're rooting for you.
Thank you very much. Can you give these guys a hand right here?